Hello everyone. So today's session is on finite automata. In previous session we had studied about finite state machine. Now today we'll see how do we relate finite state machine with finite automata. Finite automata is the mathematical model of finite state machine. Mathematical models of machines are the abstractions and simplifications of how certain machines actually work. They help us understand specific properties of these machines. Then, finite automata portrays the finite state machine as language acceptors. So, what this means you will understand when we come to an example. Finite automata is finite state machine without output. So, we will see formal definition of finite automata. That is, finite automata has 5 tuples. That is Q. Q is a finite set of states. Summation symbol is input symbol. This shows your transition function. Q0 is your initial state and F is your final state. So, this is set of final state. Okay. So, what is state transition function? State transition function is analogous to I by S, which gives you S. So, we will see all these terms with one example. I have taken very interesting example. The first example is design a finite automata that reads strings made up of letters in the word chariot and recognize those strings that contain the word cat. So, cat as a substring. So, what is the input over here? Input is character CHARIOT, okay, and we have to recognize the string CAT. So, if when you get CAT as a substring, your string is accepted. Till then your string is not accepted. So, very simple steps to follow when we have to draw such DFA is whatever I am drawing is called as transition graph. So, very first step to start with drawing a transition graph is to mark one initial state. So, we always start with initial state. I will label this as Q0. This is my first state. So, I have to recognize CAT as a substring. So, first I will draw for CAT. Okay. Now, for every state I will try with all remaining inputs, that is all the letters from chariot. Okay. So, at Q0 we have done with C. Now, which are the alphabets left? HARIOT. So, for all these characters we will remain in the same state because we are waiting for C to come. So, once we get C, we are going further till we get C. For all other characters we remain in the same state, that is for character HARIOT. Okay. Now, we have done with Q0. Now, our next state is Q1. Okay. At Q1, if I am getting A, I am going further. If I get C, where do I go? If I remain in the same state, see what happens. If I write self loop at Q1, how it will work? CAT. Okay, we are getting CAT. So, I have put self loop over here. Then for remaining characters, I go back to my initial state, that is HRIOT. Okay. Now, we have done with Q1. Now, next state I will label it as Q2. At Q2, for T is already done. Now, if I get C at Q2, if I go back, see what happens. if I draw a transition from Q2 to Q1 for input C. See here how it works. CAT. Okay, so we are getting the substring CAT. So I have put here self loop. For all other characters, again I go back to initial state. Remaining characters. So remaining characters are which all characters? H, A, R, I and O. Okay, now we are in Q3 state. Q3 state. Okay, so we have to try for all the inputs at Q3 state. As we have got CAT by all means, by this mean, by this means, by this mean, we have reached this state. Okay, so I will mark this state as final state. I will mark this. See, two concentric circles says that this is final state. Okay, and for all characters after I am getting CAT, I remain in my final state. That is CH, A, R, I, O, T. Okay, so for all characters I am remaining in the same state. So this is the finite automata for recognizing cat as a substring when the input is chariot. Okay, so I hope the example is clear to all. So this is the transition table, that is STF, for the given transition graph. Whatever we have drawn, I have just plotted the table, transition table for the same. I will just show you one example. Remains the same at Q0 if I am getting input C. At Q0 if I am getting input C, where is it going? It is going to Q1. So I have written here Q1. Likewise for all the states. Okay. One more example we will see, very simple example. Design a finite automata that reads string made up of zeros and 1 and accepts only those strings which ends up in either 0 0 or 1 1. So we always start with the initial state. I will label it as Q0. Okay. Then I have to recognize the string 0 0. It should either end with 0 0 or 1 1. Okay. So first I will draw for 0 0. I have already placed the states to avoid complexity of drawing it again. So number of states for finite automata should be minimum. If you are using minimum state, it means you are using minimum memory. Okay, so always remember that. So from Q0 to Q1, and then I will mark this as Q2. First I have drawn for 0 0. So whenever a such problem is given, first draw for the substring which they have asked and then you complete the remaining. So that is a simple trick to remember and to make it more simple. So 0 0 they have asked and then they have asked for 1 1. So I have drawn for 0 0 and 1 1. Okay, now you just have to complete with all the inputs at all the states. So at Q0 I have already done with both the inputs. Okay, so I will label the states. Okay, now at Q0 I have done with 0. If I get 1 at Q0, where should I go? If I go to state this Q3, what will happen? I will draw it. Q3 1. See here, if I am drawing here 1, if my string is ending with 1 1, it is going to final. See, I have made these two states as final state. Okay, so as it is saying that it should end with 0 0 or 1 1. So here 1 1 if I get, it is ending with 1 1. Okay, similarly if I get at Q3, if I get 1, I have gone further. If I get 0, I will go here, so that 0, 0. So I will mark here 0. Okay. So 0, 0. It is ending with 0, 0. Similarly, at Q2, if I get input 0, I remain in the same state. Why? Because it is ending with 0, 0, 0, 0 any number of times. So I will put a self loop for 0. Okay. If I get 1, where should I go? Obviously Q3 for input 1. Why? 1, 1. Okay. Now at Q4, if I get 1, I will make a self loop and I remain in the same state. Why? Because 1, 1, 1, 1, any number of ones, it should end with 1, 1. So I have put self loop over here. If I get 0, where do I go? If I get 0, I will go to Q0 for input 0. Okay. Why? See here, 0, 0, it is ending with 0, 0. Okay. And I have made these two states final state, because it can either end with 0, 0 or 1, 1. So these two states are final. Okay. So this was finite automata for the given problem. Now we will see finite automata can be classified into two types, that is deterministic finite automata and non-deterministic finite automata. So whatever example we have seen, that was for deterministic finite automata. We will see what is the difference between both, and then we will discuss in detail about deterministic finite automata. So basic difference between both is, in a DFA, for particular input character, the machine goes only to one state. Okay. And there is no null movement. It means with empty input you can't move further in deterministic finite automata. Okay. See here example, one example is given. This is one state, this is another state. Okay. So this is the name of the state, so don't confuse. For input 1, I am moving only to one state. For input 0, I am moving only to one state. Okay. And in non-deterministic finite automata, for a particular input character, the machine can go to more than one state. Okay. And null movement is allowed, that is with no input you can move further. What is that null movement? What is empty input? Will be discussed further in some examples. So in this example, see here, at this state, at the first state, with 0 input, I am in the same state, as well as I am going into this state. Okay. So if I want to show with simply with one transition graph for deterministic finite automata, Q0 with input A, it will go only to Q1. This is for deterministic finite automata. Okay. And non-deterministic finite automata, how it will be? With input A, it will go to multiple state. Q2 also it can go to Q3 also. Okay. So this is NFA, that is DFA can move only to one state, NFA can move to multiple state with single input. Okay. So that was about non-deterministic finite automata and deterministic finite automata. So the transition function is also very simple. In deterministic finite automata, same thing what we discussed is put into formalization, that is Q by input symbol, we go to only one state, that is one Q. And here for NFA, the transition function Q by input symbol including empty goes to multiple state, that is Q by 2 by Q. Okay. So today we will discuss in detail about deterministic finite automata In later session, we'll take examples of non-deterministic finite automata. So, we'll see very simple example. Before moving to the examples, we'll see some highlights for difference between DFA and NFA. Okay. Every DFA is a NFA, always remember this. Every DFA is a NFA, but not vice versa. You can convert a NFA to DFA, okay, but we can't say a NFA is a DFA, but every given DFA is a NFA. This example, this point you will understand with one example which we will discuss further. Then both NFA and DFA have same power, and each NFA can be translated into DFA. So, both has same power. Okay. Then the next point, there can be multiple final states in both DFA and NFA. Okay. So, as both has same power, you can anytime convert them. Okay. You cannot convert DFA to NFA, but NFA to DFA you can anytime convert. So, we will see some simple examples, that is, design a DFA for having string 101 as a substring. Okay. So, having, as I told you, when a substring is given, now here the string is made up of zeros and 1. Okay. Though it is not mentioned in the question, the string is made up of zeros and 1, and you have to recognize the string 101 substring. Okay. If you have 101 as a substring, the string will be accepted, otherwise it won't be accepted. Okay. So, first, as it is given 101, I will draw for 101 first. Okay. Initial state we have to mark by this arrow. So, Q0 is your initial state, then I will draw for 1, 0, 1. Okay. As I have got 101 and I am reaching to my final state, I will label the states Q1, Q2 and Q3. Okay. Now, I have to complete this transition graph with all the inputs at all the states. So, Q0 already I have done with 1, now 0 is remaining. For 0 input, it will remain in the same state. Okay. Then, Q1 with input 0, it is going further. For 1, where it should go? It will remain in the same state. Why? See here, 1, 0, 1. So, we are getting the substring. So, I remain in the same state. Okay. Then, at Q2, if I am getting 1, I am going further. For 0, I have to go back. Okay. So, if I get input 0, I will go back to initial state. Then, once we have got 101, whatever I get, I remain in the final state. So, whatever I get 0 or 1, I remain in the final state. So, this is the DFA for string having 101 as a substring. Okay. Now, the other example which we are going to study next is just the opposite of this, that is DFA for string not having 101 as a substring. So, in the previous one it was there that 101 should be there as a substring, but in this example it is saying 101 should not be the substring. So, very simple logic we have to use is, in the previous one whatever were the non-final state, those states become final state. Okay. And the final state becomes non-final state. That is the only difference. So, first step is to mark your initial state Q0. Okay. Then for 0, just it is replica of the previous example. Okay. Label the states. Then complete the transitions. It is just same as the previous one. So once you get 1, 0, 1, it will go to such a state there is no outgoing arrow from this state. Okay, you just have this arrow, whatever you get you remain in the same state, that is Q3. This could be called also as the rejection state. Okay, whatever input you are getting you are remaining in the same state, there is no outgoing arrow towards the final state. So once you get 1, 0, 1, you go to rejection state. For all other state, for all other input, it remains in the final state. Okay. Now we will see the example DFA for string ending with 101. Okay, ending in 101. So it's very simple. Always it should end in 101. So first step is we'll draw for 101. Okay, I'll label, I have already put the states Q0, Q1, Q2 and Q3. Okay, so I'll draw for 1, 0, 1. Okay, don't forget to put these arrows. These arrows are very important. Without arrows, it doesn't have any significance. So marking initial state is compulsory. Putting the arrows on the transition edges is compulsory. Okay. So 101 we have marked. Now we'll complete the whole transition graph with all the inputs at all the states. So all the input, we have only two inputs, zeros and 1. Okay. So for 0, here I remain in the same state. Okay. At Q1, if I get input 1, for 0 I am going further. For input 1, I remain in the same state as just as the previous one. I can make 1, 0, 1. Okay, and I am ending in final state. Then at Q2 again 1 I am going further. For 0 I will go back. Okay, now for 1 I am going further. Okay, now at Q3. In the previous one I had put self loop. Once I get the 101 as a substring, I am remaining in the same state. But for this example, if I am getting 101, anything after 101, I can't remain in the same state because the string should end with 101. Okay. So what I will do is, if I get 1, if I go to the state Q1, see what happens. 1, 0, 1, and the string is ending with 1, 0, 1. If I get 0, see, if I get 0, I am going to Q2 state. So how it is working? 1, 0, 1. So the string is ending with 1, 0, 1. Okay. So for any input, if you try, string ending with 1, 0, 1 will reach till final state. I will show you one example. Okay, if the string input is 1, 1, 0, 1, simple example. Okay, so for this first one, I move further. Okay, I go to Q1. For this next one, I remain in the same state, that is Q1. Okay. Now for the next 0, I go to Q2. So Q2. Okay, and next 1, I go to Q3. So I am in final state. So if once I get 101, and after that if I am getting again 101, see, if I am getting here, if I have 0, 1 over here, at Q3 if I am getting 0, it is going to Q2, and after that if I am getting 1, 0 आया, यहाँ पे आया, फिर से ये 1 आया, again I am going to this Q3. So I am in my final state. Okay, if this last one would not be there, what would happen? I would remain in Q2 state, which is my non-final state. So I can say my string is rejected, okay, if it is not ending with 101. Okay, so I hope it was clear to all. Now another type of example will get, design a DFA for string having two consecutive zeros. Okay, so again string is made up of zeros and 1. So two consecutive zeros, so first we will draw for two consecutive zero. That is our first step. A very simple step, very important step. Okay, if I am and first step is to mark Q0 initial state. If I am getting 1, I remain in the same state. Okay, if I get 1 at this state, I go back to Q0. For 0 I am going, and once I get 0 0 and I am in my final state Q3 Q2, whatever I get, I remain in my final state. Okay, because once I have received 0 0 and I have reached my final state, so whatever input I get after that, any number of times, I remain in the same state. So that were the examples of DFA. We can see some more examples on DFA in next session, and after that we will study more about non-deterministic finite automata. Thank you.